Hello Biafran family and lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to Biafra Battle Cry TV. We brought to you the breaking news about Airpeace controversial Igbo attire which tribalistically sparks debate in the damnable Zoological Republic. Now watch and listen to one of the social media human rights activists Daddy Freeze by yourself. Thanks for watching.
Airpeace has the prerogative to represent its cultural roots.
Real quick, I want to talk about Alanne Ona, the owner of Airpeace, and his recently inaugurated Lagos to London flight using his airline. Now, a lot of people are saying that, is this not supposed to be a representation of Nigeria? Why are the cabin crew wearing Ibo attires? And I really want to address this because it's really a very, very important issue. And I'm going to address this from the perspective of a concerned Nigerian. Because as you see me, so I be Yoruba, half Romanian. So every Nigerian has a right to agree with or disagree with this particular instance. So I'm here for the people who are not represented in this particular with this particular attire. So I'm speaking here for Yorubas, Ishekiris, Edos, Fulanis, Hausas, Efiks, Idomas, what other tribe do we have in Nigeria? If I missed out your tribe, please don't be angry. But I'm speaking for us because we have a right to be unhappy. And we have a right to be unhappy with Alanne Ona. And here's what I want to tell you if you are unhappy with Alanne Ona. Go and open your own airline. Yoruba people. Eloshi airline. Hausa people. Sanu, open your airline. Fulani, go open your airline. Idoma, Edo, Efik, Ishekiri, Calabar, Akwa Ibom, all of you go open your airline. When you open your airline, and now you want to make your people dress, let them dress like that. You think it is easy to get a functional license to fly to the UK? You think it's just anyhow aeroplane that goes to the UK? You think you can just land any jalopy aeroplane in Heathrow? Do you know what Alanne Ona went through? So after going through what he went through, he does not have a right to represent his culture. Please, we are all quarreling with Alanne Ona, so all of us must go and open our own airline. We will say it's easy. Nigerians, instead of you to be happy that somebody has done something, whether it's Igbo color, Yoruba color, Hausa color, it's Nigerian color. We don't have a Nigerian attire. Maybe if we did, you'd have a point. So Alanne Ona is representing us all. Let us celebrate the man. This man took Airpeace from nothing, grew it from the ground up to where it is today, facing only persecution. When our people were stuck in South Africa, Alanne Ona got up and saved them. Where were you? Some of your tribes have billionaires. Where were they? Where were their planes? So if you have a problem with Alanne Ona getting his cabin crew to dress up like Igbo people, you and your tribesmen should gather together and buy an aeroplane. Then go and get the license to fly. Then when it's on the way to the UK, wear Idoma attire, wear Calabar attire, wear Yoruba Agbada and Buba, where in fact Taigili on top the Agbada self, nobody will hold you. Anyhow you want to do and make you do them. When you reach your turn, run them as you sabi run things. Until the day you begin to run them, appreciate Alanne Ona, Airpeace. Alanne, you're my guy. Congratulations. Well done. I appreciate you. You have done well. Airpeace.
It is easier for a needle to pass through the eye of a camel than the Yorubas and the Igbos to share one country together. Very soon. Just very soon. The Yorubas and the Igbos can never intermarry again. Never. Like, it will be an abomination if this energy is maintained and sustained. Airpeace Airline, owned by Alanne Ona, is under tribal attack because Isiago was warned by his air hostess, Yoruba News. The Yoruba News are proposing to boycott Airpeace because, according to them, Airpeace is now an Igbo flight, Igbophobia. According to the Yoruba News, Airpeace no longer represents the unity and the peace of Nigeria in their words. Airpeace is no longer a Nigeria flight, it is now an Igbo flight. If Alanne Ona was Aliko Dangote, will the Yorubas have the balls to question him for wearing his staffs, Babariga? Now listen to me. There was Igbos before Nigeria, and there will always be Igbos after Nigeria. Alanne Ona is an Igbo man from Anambra State. He cannot throw away his culture, his Isiago, just because he wants to please you in your one Nigeria unity. Don't forget, the Igbos traditionally, originally, naturally have their culture, tradition, food, way of life. Nigeria doesn't have any of this. The Igbos cannot forget who they are. We cannot forget who we are. Just because we want to please your so-called one Nigeria that was created by a lunatic in 1914. One united Nigeria can never be achieved with this type of settings, I promise you that. Pache is the only way forward. Patching Nigeria, that is what I mean. Even if a united Nigeria was supposed to be possible, with the type of Yoruba News we have today, a united Nigeria can only happen in our dreams. How can a united Nigeria be possible when an Alanne Ona cannot comfortably wear his staffs, his ancestral attire, his cultural attire, Isiago, because Yoruba News will not be happy with him? Yoruba News will boycott Airpeace because they do not want anything that has to do with Igbos, Ibo Attire. The Yoruba News want Alanne Ona to wear his staffs, Nigeria attire. And I have searched, I have not seen where is Nigeria attire. Is there anything like Nigeria attire? I have never heard of it before. You want a restructured Nigeria. You want to start by changing Nigeria from Federal Republic of Nigeria to United States of Nigeria. Both the person that is trying to initiate this and those wishing to execute the United States of Nigeria, both of them are on hard drugs, if not colus. This is just a fairy tale, and fairy tales are mere fictions. They don't come to reality. You have Nigeria, but you don't have Nigerians. I assure you that. What you have now is Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, Efiks, Benins, etc. There is no Nigeria, and there are no Nigerians in it. Yoruba Ronu, listen. There is nothing like Nigeria food, but there is Igbo food. There is nothing like Nigeria attire, but there is Igbo attire. There is nothing like Nigeria culture and tradition, but there is Igbo culture and there is Igbo tradition. Nigeria is just 110 years old. The Igbos are over 5,000 years sugar size. I blame one person for all these things that is going on in Nigeria, Frederick Lord Lugard. I will forever blame Lord Lugard for this. If not that Frederick Lord Lugard joined the Yorubas and the Hausas, the Igbos together, I don't see reasons why a Hausa man and an Igbo man should be called one. Because there is nothing that made us to be one. You know that there is nothing that made us one. Nothing. Just the same way you love your Ashoke and your Babariga as a Hausa man, Ashoke as a Yoruba man. I love my Isiago. I am an Igbo woman. And I am proud of my identity. I cannot hide this Isiago because a Yoruba man doesn't like it. I can't hide this beautiful, colorful Isiago because a Hausa man doesn't like it. I can't hide who I am because you want me to wear your Babariga or because you want me to stand for the so-called unity of Nigeria. This is who I am, Isiago. You know, our ancestors will not even be happy. They will frown that we are not proud of who we are. So this is who I am. I am an Igbo woman. I am proud to be called an Igbo woman. I will showcase my tribe to the world and tell them that this is who I am. I don't know your problem. So the fact that you cannot accommodate me in the same place you want us together to be called one Nigeria, what now made us one? How can you say I am your sister when you frown because you see me putting on Isiago? Therefore, you say you are going to boycott Airpeace because the staffs in Airpeace are putting on Isiago. Just the same way you love your furau de nono, your tuwa masara de mi kuka. I love my ofo nubu and apokaraka, my jimbada. I love my ofo. I love my ofo sala. I love my abacha. I love my fio. I love my akede. That is the Igbo food that we have in Igbo land, and I am very proud of it. You love your awara. You love the food you eat in the north, just the same way you love your, what is that Yoruba food? Just the same way you love your ewedu. You love your begiri. You love your amala. You love your ofe, and you don't want me to love my own. You don't want me to love my own food. You don't want me to love my akede. No, that is injustice. This is who we are. Be proud of who you are. I am proud of who I am. There was an Igbo man before Nigeria. We were here before Nigeria was created, and we are going to continue to be proud of who we are. We can't succumb to your tribalistic behavior because we want to preach one Nigeria that is not existing anywhere. Simply a fairy tale. Let an Igbo man be an Igbo man. Let a Benin man be a Benin man. Let an Hausa man be an Hausa man. You can't force me to be who I am not. I cannot wear Babadiga and I cannot wear Ashoke because I want to please you. I am an Igbo woman and I will continue to represent my culture, my tradition, and my identity. I don't blame you, I blame Alanne Ona for trying to please you people to gain sympathy from a country that doesn't recognize its efforts after rescuing Nigerians from xenophobia attack in South Africa. Please, if you want to boycott Airpeace, feel free. Feel free to boycott Airpeace. Since the Isiago is irritating you, you can feel free. There is no need for you to continue patronizing what you don't like. You can go to Lagos State and patronize Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu have red line, blue line, yellow line, pink line, purple line. Sanwo-Olu has constructed green line in Lagos. Go and follow Sanwo-Olu train. Airpeace is a private business owned by an individual. You cannot tell him how to run his business. You can't tell him the kind of food his staffs will eat. You can't tell him the kind of clothes his staffs will wear just because he wants to please your tribalistic character. What you cannot do to Dangote, don't do it to Alanne Ona. What you cannot have balls to do to Adenuga, don't do it to Alanne Ona. What you cannot do to Otedola, do not do it to Alanne Ona. Don't do it to Alanne Ona. This war that is between Yorubas and the Igbos. Yoruba, you know the answer. You can never win a war against the Igbos. You, Yoruba Ronu, you can never win a war against the Igbos. Whenever you close your eyes to sleep, always have that at the back of your mind, that a Yoruba Ronu can never in his life win a war against the Igbos. This Isiago has come to stay. This Isiago has come to stay. It is who we are. You don't like it, go and enter train. Sanwo-Olu is waiting for you in Lagos. Yellow line and blue line is there. If you don't like it, you can go for a boat or you trek. You mustn't enter Airpeace. Igbo have come to stay. Not even you, nor anybody around you can stop this great tribe. Thank you for watching.
With the story of the moment, Nigeria's indigenous airline Airpeace, which commenced London operations on March 30th, 2024, many Nigerians across the globe have shown excitement over the airline's bold move in challenging the dominance of foreign carriers in the market. However, amidst the celebration, some Nigerians on social media have questioned the incorporation of a traditional Ibo attire, Isiago, worn by the airline's cabin crew. Some critics voiced concern over ethnic identity and tribalism. Others argued that as a privately owned business, Airpeace has the prerogative to represent its cultural roots. All right, I have a tweet by Reno Omokri, which will come up in a bit, but I think he did say something about the airline incorporating this traditional attire, which has been there for years, I believe, since inception. They've been using this Isiago outfit, but let me just read it. Reno wrote, "May God bless Alanne Ona of Air Peace, and whoever came up with the beautiful idea of using Isiago to design Air Peace flight attendant's uniform. I have flown on multiple airlines, and I know that airlines use the cultural outfit of their countries of origin as their air host and hostesses' outfits. There is nothing wrong with it. Ethiopian Airlines will not only clothe their stunningly beautiful air hostesses in Habesha chemise, they will even speak to you via their public address system, first in Amharic, before talking to you in English. Please be aware that there are over 70 ethnic groups with their own languages in Ethiopia. They cannot speak all. They choose Amharic. I flew with these air hostesses in the attached photo, and you can see that their headgear is unique. It reflects their country of origin. Not only do I support Air Peace's Isiago uniform and pray for their success of the airline, but I also appeal to all my followers to patronize Air Peace in the spirit of Grow Naira, Buy Naija, except they do not fly your route." I actually like that tweet, and you know that Reno Omokri has always been pushing for Grow Nigeria. But I think, Rufai, you did respond to that tweet. And I'll read Rufai's tweet. I don't know if it's that tweet, but to the backlash, not to that tweet, to the backlash, right? Air Peace is flying to London as a national thing of pride. But Nigerians are talking about clothes. Why do some Nigerians hate Nigeria? Why do we always like to pull each other down? And I know that you were discussing this before I walked into the studio, and it's been trending on social media, but go ahead.
And I'd like to clarify a lot of things. I think, whatever happened in the 60s between Saldana, Awolowo, and Zik, please, we need to heal from all those things. Whatever happened with Lancaster House stock, which I know was a very big turning point with the start of the problems and people being booed, we need to be able to heal. Whatever happened also in the Civil War, we need to be able to heal. This ethnic bigotry is too much. It will divide, it's dividing us already.
Right.
And that's why we can't collectively speak as one. What is wrong with wearing Isiago? Oh, but these same bigots did not speak when they served Kilishi and Zobo on that flight. Really? Is this what we've become now? A man has gone ahead to make Nigeria proud. The attire is from Nigeria. We ought to be celebrating that. That's putting more money to our local manufacturing sector. The next thing, people are saying, why must it be Isiago? Because they have their own ethnic leanings. Must we always think like this? And I'm sorry for this country because, see, a lot of people will say these are just banters on Twitter, but you'll be shocked how tribalistic most of the elite class in this country are.
Yeah.
And for those in the elite class that are tribalistic, please watch yourself. It is time for you to heal those wounds. We will never continue this way. We can never get anything out of our life this way. Somebody prominently, Dr. Newton Jibono, a very close friend, dear to me, like a father to me, gave me akocha, a material that that is indigenous to, Delta Ibo area and everything. Right. And I wear that material with a lot of pride.
Right.
So it doesn't matter where you are from. I cannot be tribalistic. My half sister is a Shekiri. I tie George, I tie Iro. The truth is, let us look beyond all of this and celebrate the Air Peace. Because you see, Dr. Bati, you were saying something yesterday that, has he seen most of these civil servants? Has he tried to talk to them and everything? you'll be shocked that all the things Mr. Alanne Ona is facing that he enunciated yesterday might just be because of tribal bigotry, and people will say, why is he doing all of this? And we do that over our own people. We even use foreigners to favor our own people. We need to stop. We need to heal. How long are we going to continue? The last election, see how polarized. We split Lagos along tribal lines. We did everything. When are we going to heal?
Well, let me take some of the backlash so that you can really understand. This is from Vala, who wrote, Mr. Onyema, why? Let this be a one-off, please. We're all very happy at this milestone as a country, but let's just make this a thing. That is the Ishiagu outfit. Then another person responds saying, man tries to garnish his business with African style. You're all still complaining. Go and start up your own airline and tell them what to do. I mean, I did pick Reno's tweet because he posted, if we can pull up those pictures, he posted, a picture with other, air hostesses wearing their country's traditional outfit. And, we have images of, other airlines that are, like there you have it. Yeah. We have Emirates, we have Ethiopian Airlines. We have all of these air hostesses adorning their country's attire, and I don't understand why it should be a thing.
Well,
Dr.
I think it's much ado about nothing.
Yeah.
Just a storm in a teacup. I mean, I've seen that attire before.
Yes.
That uniform worn by the crew, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's pleasant to the eye, and I think the aesthetics of it is what is more important.
Yes.
So there's no ethnicity involved in air travel in terms of, the way some people are talking about, because it is Isiagu. Okay, if tomorrow Air Peace decides to change its uniform, they can even use, they can use Ashoki. They can use whatever from any part of Nigeria. Mr. Yema was on this program yesterday. He made it clear that, look, Air Peace is a Nigerian brand. It's Nigerian, and it's promoting Nigerian. When you go to the counter to buy tickets, nobody asks you, are you Igbo, are you Yoruba, or are you Hausa or Fulani? It's a national brand providing service. And to the extent that, that airline is also promoting our culture, food, attire, we shouldn't reduce it to village. Too many people are so provincial, in this country. Even people in high places, extremely provincial. And you have taken this story from the Twitter. A lot of ignorant people, who go on Twitter to go and say all kinds of things. Perhaps because Elon Musk says under his watch, X is a place where you can be free to just say, what you like. Now, it's for people to be discerning. Yeah. Once you see somebody saying some nonsense that even a kindergarten will not come up with, we shouldn't confer seriousness on absolute ignorance and idiocy, that some people exhibit just because they have one miserable phone and they have 1,000 naira credit on their phones.
But it's also very important to educate the public and to have them understand that, I think it is so important to have them understand that Nigeria is one.
We're one.
And he is, go ahead.
I was going to say something that I listened to Claire Kamanzi, who was the CEO of the Rwandan Development Board. And I'm saying this because part of the development was also Rwanda Air and how they were able to make such strides in such a short time. The first thing she said they had to do was the courage to heal, and that's to forgive. And I had to come back to what Rufai had said in terms of the fact that we don't actually understand the effect of the historical antecedents of the division along ethnic lines for Nigerians, and the fact that a lot of people react from this place. And also that the political elite or the elite class also use this as a weapon when it favors them. And so it is quite sad to say that when we're celebrating the achievements, when we should say this is our own, he is first of all Nigerian before anything else. And the fact that we are able to showcase our national attire, our pride, our culture, that should be what we should be celebrating. And I'm glad that as many people as possible are coming out to condemn. And every single one of us have a responsibility to speak against such vitriol and to condemn speeches or comments like this that are along ethnic lines. We have to fight for the soul of this nation and the unity of this nation, and stop looking at things. First of all, you see, they should have tied gele on top of this so that it will satisfy everyone. Then hold a stick just to show that it's. Then the other minority groups will say, oh, you do not represent us, let us wear akotra. So I think it's very important that we first of all celebrate and not let that distract. Yesterday when he was here, I was going to ask him how he felt about it, but I thought no.
How he felt about the
all the negativity around the outfits. But I thought it was too minor compared
I thought
to
it was quite strange.
Yeah, but compared to the strides, to the achievements, let's not distract. And I want to focus on the fact that there are more people celebrating the fact that Nigerians are putting Nigeria on the global map and doing it excellently. That's what we should celebrate.
Well said, Ayo. Well said. Well, congratulations, Ed.